Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you're here. Today we're going to be diving a little bit deeper into the social media management portion of what I do. So if you're a virtual assistant or you're trying to think about maybe wanting to go into social media management, this one is for you. So there are a lot of social media planning and organizational platforms out there to schedule out your content and to be able to batch your content very seamlessly. And the one that we're going to be talking about today is Later. I use Later for myself and for all of my clients actually, and it's a really great way to seamlessly schedule everything all at once. And now they even have the option to schedule out Reels, which is such a lifesaver because Reels is a lot more prominent in my social media and content strategy these days. So I gotta be making a lot of videos. So Later is an all-in-one social media platform that allows you to schedule out posts in advance and also analyze the posts that have been performing well so that you can know exactly what you need for your future content. So without further ado, we are going to be heading on over to my laptop and I'll show you a little bit of the Later interface and how I use it for my clients. All right, welcome back to my laptop and welcome to the Later platform. So I'm going to be using my account just as an example, just because it's like the very first thing that you'll see if you set it up. This is like the very bare bones of it, but I'll kind of be able to explain to you how I use it with my clients as well, and kind of how it could look like if you have multiple clients at once and you want to use one account. This is what it looks like when you're on the calendar view. It's very intuitive, meaning that you can have all of your platforms. As you can see, I have my Instagram linked. I also have my Facebook linked, my LinkedIn that's linked, and then you can also have your Pinterest, your Twitter, and your TikTok linked. So that can allow you to schedule everything in all the platforms all at once, and you don't have to use multiple platforms to schedule a post. So this is the free version. So that means that you can only have one grouping of what they call a social set. So this is really just one group. And if you want to have more posts, if you want to post more in the month, or you want to have more groupings, then there are some pricing options for you. So, the free version is really just so like you can get started and you can have 10 posts a month that you can schedule. But after that, it racks up really if you have a lot of clients. So for the starter one, you can have one group of a social set, and then you can do 30 posts per social profile. So 30 posts on Instagram, 30 posts on Facebook, 30 posts on LinkedIn every single month, and it's just one user. So if you have multiple clients, the growth or the advance are really, really great because you can have multiple social sets all at once, and then you can post as many posts as you'd like. So that's kind of what it looks like in terms of pricing. But if you're just starting out, I would just recommend trying out the free version. Obviously, there are a lot of really great features on the paid version, but if you're just starting out, it is a fantastic way to start out. And you also get access to the link in bio, which I'll explain a little bit later down the line. So now that we're back to the calendar view, this is how I basically schedule everything. So here is where I'll upload my media. So I'll upload carousels. So I'll upload the images all separately into this media library. I'll also be able to upload videos or upload any pictures that I want to schedule. So if ever there's any pictures or any branding photos that you want to upload in advance, you can totally do so. And you can also tag each upload that you do to make sure that it's all organized. This is really great to upload any sort of media. And then all you have to do is really just drag and drop anything that you need, and it'll show up as a post. So this is where I dragged it onto Instagram, but you can drag it onto Facebook and then drag it onto LinkedIn, and they'll give you a little bit of guidelines as to what you need for each platform. Then you can add your caption, and if you have a link, you can add your link right here. So this is a really great way to add everything that you need to your post, and it'll automatically publish it for you at the time that you want. One thing that I wanted to point out when you're first setting up your Later account and you're wanting to add some of these platforms in your social set is that you have to have a Facebook business page. Even if you don't want to put a Facebook on your social set, to be able to have Instagram, you have to have a Facebook business page and connect it to your Instagram. So if you have any questions on that, please let me know in the comments and I'll let you know. But when you're also setting up your Later account, they give you a really great step-by-step on how to use it. So take your time, follow the steps, and if you have any questions, you can ask me or you can ask the Later team, and they're usually pretty quick to respond. If I've had any questions, I'll send them an email and they'll respond pretty quickly. So just letting you know in case you want to set it up before looking into Later. It's also great just to have a Facebook business page linked to your Instagram. In terms of what type of content to post where, I'll always follow my client's lead on what type of posts they'd like to do on each platform. I used to really just put all the same content on all the platforms just to get as much reach as possible, but now I'm a little bit more curated and careful on what posts I put where. For example, I'll maybe put some more inspirational or funny-ish quotes on Instagram and Facebook, but I'll put more educational posts on LinkedIn. So per se, you have an educational post, a reel, and then a just like quirky, funny post. I'll put the educational post on all of the platforms, and then I'll put the reel on just the Instagram. I'll put the quirky, fun ones on Instagram and Facebook. So it's a little bit of a mishmash of everything, but it allows me to really focus in on what people are interested in each platform and curate it towards there. Not necessarily to give myself more work, but to kind of make sure that I'm being mindful of what content works the best where. So that's kind of why I have them all separated out. You can actually just have all three all at once showing up, and then you can add them all together. But I tend to keep them separated and just go through one after the other and just post through there. So now that we've taken a look at scheduling and posting, I'm going to be talking a little bit about link in bio, which is kind of like, maybe you've heard of like a link tree or another sort of link where you can have it as a hub and host other links in there as well. So the link in bio on Later is a really great way to have all of your most important links all in the same place, but you can also link some things to your posts. So as you can see here, they have some posts right here, and then you can actually click on the post and go towards a specific link. So I use this a lot for my clients, especially the more educational based clients. So if I'm going to be talking about a specific article on a post, I'll make sure to put a link to that article on the post itself. So then if ever someone wants to read the article, they can go into the link in bio, click on the post, and then they'll be able to be redirected right on any sort of link that they want. So that's why I really like link in bio. Some clients use it, some don't. It really depends on the type of content that you do, but it is really, really helpful if you want to, let's say, have your website on one little box here. You want to have your, book a call with me on another box. If you want to have your most recent blog post on another one, there's so many different variations of things that you can do on your link in bio. And then if you have a paid plan, you can actually customize it exactly the way you want it. So it's really fantastic. The last page that I wanted to mention on Later is the analytics page. So this is also a page that I frequent often, especially with some clients where I do some analytics every single month, and we'll take a look at the best performing posts. We'll take a look at their growth and see if they are in line with what their goals are in the future. So we're going to be taking a look at, what's working, what isn't working, what are people drawn to. And so if there's a specific post that had done significantly better than the other ones, then I'll make sure to add it into the content calendar in the next month with a different variation to it. So we'll be, doing a little bit of trial and error and sort of seeing what works best. And this is a really great way to see what's working and what isn't. Instagram and Facebook and all of the platforms, they're changing constantly. The algorithm is changing constantly. So I tend to just focus on what's going on that page specifically and just working on and tweaking the content every single month, trying to make sure that it's something that's relevant, it's something that people are wanting to look at. And the posts that I made a year ago are very different than the posts that I make now. And that's just with keeping up with the trends, keeping up with what people are interested in, and just taking a look at that. So I'm still on the free plan. So if you have a paid plan, you get a lot more data. And so if that's something that you're really interested in, if you're more detail oriented, it'll give you your post performance. It'll give you an overview of your growth. It'll give you your audience, your real performance. Even now they give you your story performance. So they'll have really everything for you. And in the overview as well, you can have an easy CSV export, and they also can export it into a PDF that you can easily send to your clients. I tend to grab the data and put it into a beautiful little presentation slide for them. So whatever works best for you, whatever works best for your clients, that's totally cool. But this is a really great tool to use every single month, and making sure that you're open-minded to changing and to tweaking, because I'm a lifelong learner of content creation. It's always different, and something that I think will work this month might not work next month. So it's always taking a look at what you can tweak and taking a look at why that is, if something is working and if something isn't working. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel for any more business wellness related content. I would love to have you here on my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.